Good morning. Today, I will be teaching you about consumption function concept, which comes under this unit, determination of income and employment. In my previous video, I have given description on aggregate demand concepts and its component. Right. So let me recapitulate a brief about AD and its component. Okay. So we will go straight into the components of AD. I said here AD has 4 components, that is C plus I plus G plus net export. Right? 4 components of AD. Now, this component, about this component, we are going to study today. Okay, I'm going to teach you about this component. What is this now? It refers to consumption, right? Or we can say it is what? Household consumption expenditure. This is an important component of AD in an economy. Right. Now, this one, consumption, it is related to income. C is related to income. Both has, or we can say, it has positive relationship. We can see here positive relationship between C and Y. When we say positive relationship, it means income increases, consumption also increases. Income decreases, consumption also decreases. So this shows positive relationship. These are directly related to each other. Is that clear? Okay. Now, we have consumption function concept here. Consumption function. Now, what is this consumption function? It is the relationship. Okay, we can say functional relationship between C and Y is called as consumption function. All right. Now again, in this, we will see about the relationship between C and Y. So we can write it like this. C, that is consumption, is the function of Y. Now, in the meaning, when we are saying about the functional relationship, what does it mean? See here, consumption function is the functional relationship between C and Y. It says So when we are talking about functional relationship, it means mathematical relationship or algebraic relationship between C and Y. Okay. Now, mathematical relationship. See here. C, that is consumption, is equal to C bar plus BY. Now this is an equation, consumption function equation. So when we are talking about functional relationship, we mean the mathematical relationship between C and Y is called as consumption function. Alright. Now regarding this equation, regarding this mathematical relationship, a detailed description I'll give you in the end of this video. Alright, okay. So, now, after consumption function, we will see about the behavior of consumption. Alright, behavior of consumption. Now, when we are talking about the behavior of C, that is consumption, it means the behavior of C which is related to income. Okay, when we are studying about the behavior of C, it means what? It means behavior of C which is related to the income level in the economy. Now, under this one, we can have three important points, we can say, or observations concerning the behavior of consumption, which is related to the income level in the economy. Is that clear? Okay. Now, we will see the three important observations under the behavior of C. The first one is observations concerning what? Behavior of C, consumption. The first observation is when income is 0, there will be a minimum level of consumption. Alright, this is the first observation. What it says, when income is 0, there will be a minimum level of consumption. And this minimum level of consumption is called as autonomous consumption. What is this now, autonomous consumption? Autonomous consumption is the minimum level of consumption when income level is 0. Okay. Now this one, we write it like this. C bar. Okay, C bar is what? Autonomous consumption. Now, what it means here? It says that, suppose if people has no income, income is 0, then what they will do is, they will go for consumption. They will go for minimum consumption. Why? This is done for survival, right? So for survival's sake, they will consume minimum, even if income is 0. Now how they will do it? How they will go for consumption when income is 0? So I said before that they will use their past savings, or they will borrow from somebody else, because consumption is needed for survival. Is that clear? Okay. So this is the first observation in this. Now this is very important. See here. It comes in exam for 1 marks. What is this autonomous consumption? So it means when income is 0, if there is a minimum level of consumption, then it is called as autonomous consumption. Alright. And we write it like this. C bar. Second observation we have under this one is C and Y. These two are related, right? What kind of relationship they have? Positive. Positive relationship. We can also use direct relationship, which means income increase, consumption increase, income decrease, consumption decrease. All right. Third one, observation. When people income increases, okay, we say when people income increases, entire increase in income is not converted into C. What does it mean? When the income of the people increases, people will not convert increase in income into consumption. If so, then what they will do? Consumption will become less. Instead of consuming more, people will save. Saving. Is that clear? Okay? So we can write it like this here. The rate at which C increases will be lower than the rate at which income increases. Is that clear? The rate at which C increases will be lower than the rate at which Y increases. So what happens here? If income is increasing, consumption is becoming low. What the people they do? It shows they will save. All right. Okay. So these are the three important observations that we can draw from the behavior of consumption here. All right. Okay. Now what we have to do is, let me make one schedule showing the behavior of consumption. Or we can say the relationship between C and Y. All right. So we call it as consumption schedule. It is called as consumption schedule. Now, as I've said before, schedule in economics refers to what? A table which shows the relationship between different variables. All right. Now we will see consumption function schedule here. This is Y, income, and C, consumption. Zero, hundred, and then a very simple schedule, consumption schedule here. Okay. Now, schedule is a table which shows the relationship between income and consumption. Is that clear? Okay. Now again, on the basis of it, we will see what is the relationship between these two. Now the relationship between these two, I have just now said under the behavior of C. So the same thing will come under this one also. Okay, so to be very quick, see here the behavior. The first one is, what is given here? It is a 0. So when income is 0, what is happening? 20. Consumption is 20 here. Right? So what is this consumption called? This is called as C bar. Right? So this is, I will write here, this is C bar. So C bar is autonomous consumption. So what is this autonomous consumption? Again, minimum level of consumption when income is 0. And this is done for survival sake. Alright? Okay. Then second observation. We have seen positive relationship between C and Y. Right? So see here what is happening to the income. income is increasing and consumption is also increasing, right? So, positive relationship. Alright? Okay. Third one, we have what is happening at this level? 100 and 100. So, we can say income is 100, consumption is 100. In such situation, there will be saving will be 0. There will be no saving. Right? Individual, whatever income he has, and he is using the entire income for consumption purpose. Right? So there will be no saving. Fourth one. Now I said, when income increases, people will not convert the entire increase in income into consumption. What they will do? They will go for saving. Right? Now see here. Initial stages. What is happening? So initial stages means we will see here. Okay. What is happening to the income? Income is increasing. Alright. Similarly, consumption is also increasing. But see here, what is happening here? When income is 50, what is happening to the consumption? Consumption is 60. Alright? Okay. Now it shows here C is greater than Y. Consumption is greater than Y in the initial stage. Then what is happening after this one? Income is given 150 and consumption is given 140 here. So it shows this is initial stages, right? Then if the income increases, okay, then what is happening here? See here in this. So we can say here C is lesser than Y. Is it happening? Right. C will be, that means consumption will be lesser than income. So I said people will consume less and they will start saving. Alright? Okay. I said the rate at which C increases will be lower than the rate at which Y increases. Right? So we can write it like this. Again, the rate at which C increases will be lower than the rate at which Y increases. And in this situation, what is happening? I said people will start saving. People are saving here. When we talk about the change in Y and change in C, we can see here, we can make out from here, when I am saying about the rate, what I have said just now, the rate at which C increases will be lower than the rate at which Y increases. Right? So when we are talking about the rate, we can show it from here. See, I will see income, how much it is increasing here. Okay, the rate we will find out. So it is 50, 50, 50 here. And what is the rate? Here in this, consumption is also increasing and we need to find out the rate. Okay, how much it is increasing. So we can say it is increasing 40, here also 40, 40. See the rate here now. What is happening in this? The rate at which C increases, which is 40, is lower than the rate at which Y is increasing, which is given here 50. Income increases by 50 in each time. Is that clear? Okay? Okay. So, this is a brief schedule description on consumption function. Alright.